The Galactic Confederation, a grand assembly of the most advanced and ancient species in the universe, has always been a beacon of order and stability. For millennia, they have maintained a delicate balance, ensuring that no single species disrupts the fragile peace woven through countless star systems. Among their archives lie records of every known race, documentations of their strengths, weaknesses, cultures, and the occasional peculiarities that set them apart. Yet, no entry is as enigmatic or fear-inducing as that of humanity. When humanity's existence first came to the attention of the Confederation, there was little cause for concern. Their homeworld, a planet they call Earth, appeared unremarkable by galactic standards, a mid-sized temperate sphere orbiting a modest star. Their technological capabilities were primitive compared to those of the galactic superpowers, their biology lacking the resilience of species evolved on harsher worlds. At first glance, humanity seemed destined to be catalogued and forgotten, one more footnote in the annals of the galaxy. And yet whispers began to spread. Whispers of an emergent species that defied every known convention, every assumption about how life in the galaxy evolved and thrived. It began as rumors, an incident here, a skirmish there, each account carrying a common thread. Humanity was different. Not in the ways one might expect from a species just learning to reach for the stars. No, it was their unpredictability, their sheer refusal to conform to the patterns understood by even the most chaotic of civilizations. In the earliest reports, scouts from neighboring systems described humans as deceptively ordinary. They were creatures of flesh and bone, with no extraordinary physical attributes, no psychic abilities, no mastery of energy manipulation like the Eltherian Hierophants. But what struck the scouts was the peculiar look in their eyes, a depth that suggested something primal, something ancient and untamed. As humanity ventured into the stars, the Confederation observed from a distance. At first, their curiosity was academic. How would these newcomers fare against the rigors of space? How would they adapt to the infinite challenges of interstellar existence? What they discovered left even the oldest races unsettled. Humanity didn't merely survive. They thrived in ways no one could predict. Where other species sought equilibrium, humans sought challenge. Where others faltered in the face of adversity, humans seemed to grow stronger. They turned inhospitable worlds into flourishing colonies. They transformed defeat into opportunity, setbacks into stepping stones. Their adaptability was more than a trait. It was a weapon. The fear began to crystallize when the first human fleets entered disputed territories. Diplomacy had failed, as it often did among the more territorial races. What followed was not the expected series of tactical maneuvers or prolonged negotiations. Instead, the humans did something unthinkable. They adapted faster than their enemies could plan. In battle, they fought with a ferocity and ingenuity that defied logic. When their ships were damaged, they repurposed the debris as weapons. When outnumbered, they outmaneuvered. And when utterly overwhelmed, they fell back, only to return with strategies so unconventional that even the most advanced algorithms failed to predict them. These accounts, brought back by survivors, painted a picture of a species that could not be categorized, could not be contained. By the time the Confederation convened to discuss the human problem, it was already too late. The fear had spread, not because humans were stronger, faster, or smarter, but because they were something entirely new. A species that refused to be defined by limitations. The fear surrounding humanity was not rooted in their technology, biology, or even their capacity for war. It was in their psyche, an aspect no alien species had fully anticipated. Most intelligent civilizations in the galaxy evolved under conditions that favored stability and order. Their societies were shaped by predictable cycles of growth and adaptation. Their cultures focused on minimizing conflict to ensure survival. But humanity was an anomaly. They thrived in chaos, drew strength from adversity, and approached every challenge with a mindset alien to the rest of the galaxy. The adaptability of humans was their most terrifying trait. While other species specialized in particular environments or strategies, humans were generalists, capable of surviving and even flourishing in situations that should have overwhelmed them. They didn't wait for the galaxy to accommodate their needs. They bent the universe to their will. On inhospitable worlds, they developed new technologies, modified their bodies, and even altered entire ecosystems. What others saw as impossible obstacles, humans treated as solvable puzzles. This ability to adapt was not just physical but psychological, allowing them to adjust their tactics, their goals, and even their values when the situation demanded it. Empathy, another defining human trait, seemed benign at first. Many species possessed varying degrees of empathy, but humans weaponized it. They could understand the emotions, motivations, and fears of others with startling accuracy. This ability to connect on an emotional level allowed them to forge alliances, manipulate opponents, and anticipate actions with uncanny precision. Empathy became a tool not just for diplomacy but for strategic advantage. It was said among alien diplomats that humans could disarm a room with a smile and destabilize a nation with a whisper. Their resilience was equally unnerving. While other species saw setbacks as barriers, humans treated them as stepping stones. Failure was not a deterrent but a lesson. When faced with overwhelming odds, they didn't retreat in despair. They regrouped, recalibrated, and returned stronger. Stories of human explorers surviving catastrophic events became legends among the stars. A colony wiped out by a solar flare would lead to new advancements in planetary shielding. A ship lost in uncharted space would inspire breakthroughs in navigation. The galaxy quickly realized that every defeat humanity suffered only seemed to sharpen their edge. Then there was their insatiable curiosity. Humans had an almost reckless need to understand the unknown, even at great personal risk. Where other species exercised caution, humans dove headfirst. They dismantled alien artifacts, probed ancient ruins, and ventured into regions of space considered too dangerous to explore. This relentless pursuit of knowledge wasn't just for survival or progress, it was an intrinsic part of who they were. The Confederation watched with growing unease as humanity's curiosity began unlocking secrets that had remained hidden for eons. Perhaps the most disturbing aspect of humanity was their unpredictability. The Confederation prided itself on its ability to predict the actions of any species through advanced algorithms and behavioral models. But humans defied these systems. Their decisions often seemed irrational, driven by emotion and intuition rather than logic. Yet, time and again, these seemingly erratic choices led to success. It wasn't that humans lacked logic. They simply operated on a level of complexity that the galaxy struggled to comprehend. As the Confederation observed and catalogued these traits, a question began to arise among its members. Was humanity a force of destruction or a catalyst for progress? The answer remained unclear, but one thing was certain. No species, no matter how advanced or ancient, could ignore them. Humanity wasn't just another participant in the galaxy's story. They were rewriting the narrative itself.